Oh, you're rolling? Well, you gotta let me know. What's up, guys and gals? I've been promising myself and you guys for a while that I would do this video, and I wrote it on a list of videos that I was gonna smash this week. So we're here at the gym. It's about 10 o'clock, and I'm gonna show you guys everything that I do on my upper body days for mobility beforehand. Usually spend about half an hour doing mobility and flexibility. I really try to stress the important stuff. So I'm going to show you guys a few seconds of each stretch, so I don't want to make this video too long, and I'll probably just talk over it all. That way I can kind of show you or tell you guys step by step what I'm doing. I do want this video to be informative, but I also want you guys to really get the importance of it. So yeah, let's start.
First and foremost, before every single workout I do, no matter if it's lower, upper, cardio, lacrosse ball gets done, I roll all over that shit like your T-Mobile data every month. Every time. I don't care. I am tight as fuck when I go into the gym, and this, with the shoulders, rolling on the rear delts, even the traps, parts of the upper back, side delt, front delt, and the chest all gets done with this. And here I'm just showing you a little bit of how to get the front delts and the chest, which is killer after chest day, of course, breaking up all that lactic acid and tissue. It just feels so good after, but it hurts so bad. It hurts so good, I should say. Just smashing against the wall in the rear delt. This is what I've learned just from being in the gym for 7 years now and watching what other people do and just kind of finding out what works for me. And this seems to get my shoulders really loose. Like I said, I'm really tight when I come into the gym, and after this I'm completely warmed up. Here I'm just doing some windmills, one arm at a time. Usually about, I don't know, 10 to 20 on these, just however many it takes me to feel ready. I'm not really sure what this is called, but it opens up the chest pretty well and gets a little bit of the lat stretching in there. And then I call these figure eights. And this will get everything all warmed up. Here I just have a yellow lowest resistance band. I think I got it from bodybuilding.com, but you can find them anywhere. Yeah, I'll just take the lower resistance band and I'll just kind of play around with it, go up and over and get some rear delts, flies, and just really trying to open up everything, get it all nice and loose and warmed up, guys. And then I go straight into my band work, do a little bit of tricep push downs and reverse grip just to get the triceps warmed up. This isn't really necessary. You can warm your arms up with dumbbells, but I do it just for the sake of already having the band out. I'll do about 10, 15, maybe 20 depending on how I'm feeling. If I'm really tight and really kind of stiff as a rock, I'll do more, but I'm going through these pretty fast just for the sake of time and showing you guys what to do and how to do it. And I'll just go up, trying to mimic some of the stuff I'm going to be doing, overhead press, and because you don't want to go into the gym and start lifting heavy when your muscles are cold, because you're just asking for injury. These I really like to do on pull days. It's all about the micro movements here. As you can see, I'm pulling, and then as I stop like right at the end there, and I kind of pull back just a little bit more, that's going to start to engage the lats. And I really try to use this as a mind muscle connection tool as well to get my mind ready with the lats. And then I'll just mimic some kind of I don't even know what you would call these, kind of like a pull down, I guess, pull down motion. And then I'll warm up my lats. And then I'll move on to the front. I'll do some front delt raises. If it's push day, I'll do some chest flies. Try to get the biceps warmed up here a little bit with some curls. I'll do more arm work later, but you don't want to do a ton. It's not a workout, it's a warm-up. So if you're breaking a sweat, and I break a sweat sometimes, but it's really meant to just be a warm-up, not a workout. Do some tricep extensions. Some chest flies, open up the chest, get it warmed up for push day. You can do basically everything you can do with the cable, you can do with dumbbells, or really anything at all. This is good for the rotator cuffs, just going up and around, and then little micro movements at the top, just like you're trying to draw little circles on a piece of paper. You'll notice night and day difference after with your shoulder health in the long run, especially. And just some other pushing movements here. I usually do the lacrosse ball work first, and then I'll do the band work second, and then I'll do, most of this stuff is dynamic and stuff, so I'll do some static stretching after, just to hold for a little bit. Here I'm just doing more rotator cuff, in and out, both sides. And then I'm tired today, guys, sorry. 12 to 10 of these. Get the rotator cuffs warmed up. You don't want to tear any of those. And then I'll put the band up to about shoulder height, and then just go back. The whole point of this is to do full range of motion, is to get all the way back and all the way forward as much as you can, just to kind of take your brain through the exercise, the whole range of motion. These are for the lower back. You'll feel a lot of cracking and these kind of toe touches to the hand. Again, probably 10 to 12, 15 of these, just to get the lower back warmed up. I do a lot of these stretches on leg days too. Some glute bridges. If you guys are tight and have a tight hips and a tight lower back, try this out, guys. Pulling the head into the knees, really stretch the back. This one's mostly for abs, obliques, and back. Then I'll stretch out my lats. Do a little seal stretch action. Walk it up, nothing wrong with a little yoga. I'm a big fan of yoga. Good for mobility and flexibility as well. Some cat cows, and I find that if you rock just a little bit when you're doing the cow there, You can feel a little bit more cracking in the lower back. Just a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit. Here's another one for the lats, rear delts. Try to press on your shoulder as you're going up to really get the full extent of it. And then I always do some foam rolling on the back on upper body days. Or if I just had a lower body day, I'll roll out my legs here. Normally they're pretty sore. Hit the back from all different angles in the foam roller as well. Foam rolling is another one of those things that hurts so good, but you feel much better after you're done. Rolling out the biceps if it's a pull workout that day. I usually do triceps, back, legs, and biceps here, and I'll do the chest and the shoulders with the lacrosse ball, just because the foam roller is too big to get in between those areas. And the most underrated, if there's anything you take away from this video, guys, please let it be that you need to warm up your wrists, especially on push day. The most underrated, I feel, one of the most underrated just muscles, joints that people don't warm up are the wrists. And when a lot of that weight is sitting on your wrists and in your hands, guys, it's right here. I'm just doing some wrist rolls. Just it's a joint, so you guys gotta get that warmed up too. It's not just the muscles, it's the joints as well. Here I'm just taking 2.5s, little peanuts. Again, slow micro movements, drawing little pieces, little circles on pieces of paper. It doesn't take a lot, just to warm the rotator cuffs up. I see a lot of people who don't warm up, they don't do anything, they come into the gym and they just start lifting. Guys, it's not healthy and it's not safe in the long run. You're going to build up and give yourself all sorts of problems when you're older, and that's not, if you want to keep doing this for a really long time, then you got to put in the effort. I usually spend about 30-45 minutes, like I said, warming up before I even touch the weights. Here I'm just warming up my lats. A couple different ways to do that, or stretching the lats, I should say. Opening up the chest and getting the bicep stretch right here. Always good. The chest is another place, one of those places where you tend to feel tight. Holding these stretches for about 10 to 20 seconds, guys. Only doing it fast so I can show you guys how to do it. Then I'll move on to wall slides, keeping your body up against the wall. Again, not hard, not time consuming, guys. You just need to put in the effort. I do these in between my push day sets. I'm not sure what these are called, but they do work. And a lot of people give me funny looks when I'm in the gym doing this kind of stuff, but I think everyone at my gym knows now that I spend a long time doing this stuff beforehand. The neck, another underrated muscle that people don't stretch out. The first thing I do when I wake up is stretch my neck. Just because there's a lot of tension and there's a lot of stress, especially on your upper back and your traps, and that tends to lead into your neck. And nobody wants a stiff neck. I don't want a stiff neck when I wake up. I don't want a stiff neck when I'm working out. So it just pays to really kind of warm these guys up and get them all stretched out. Doesn't take a lot, just a gentle hand on there. You don't want a lot of weight on your neck. And then I just do some shrugs every which way, warm up my traps. Actually, I went back into the gym and filmed couple different other ones because I wanted to give you guys the full set. Here I'm just have little 5-pound dumbbells in my hand, shrug up, and then again, just like with the rotator cuffs, all the way back as far as you can. Really working on that mobility. Then out to the side with some rear delt raises or rear delt flies. And then I'll finish off with some front raises. That's it for the upper video. I'm going to be filming the lower video soon. So give this video a thumbs up if you guys liked it. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you guys once again for tuning in. And I appreciate all your guys' support. Catch you in the next one, guys.